Everyone deserves to be beat up once in a while.
You saw how Cruz handled it.
No. He went out there and did it himself?
Yeah.
He said, get me a basketball ring.
No,
I'm going to put this ball in that basketball ring.
He had a protester, and people were starting to roughhouse him, and he said, no, leave him alone. He's an American. I want to be president and lead him as well as you people.
Yeah,
I'm not going to be like Trump and tell you to beat him up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell you to treat him with respect. He's got a right to say what he wants to say.
Well,
he may be wrong, but I don't want you to beat him up.
Yeah, but I don't quite agree with that line either, right?
Really?
Because if you're at a private event, I don't think you really necessarily have the right to do anything you want.
Well, what if it wasn't private? What if it was?
But it was.
I don't know.
It was.
But what if it's not?
It was.
What if it's in a big park?
It was. Well, which kind of park? A park that's been reserved and then all of a sudden becomes a private area?
Because that
happens around here all the time, right?
Don't stop that.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
We're running out of time.
You know that rights aren't absolute.
Yeah, they are.
And the Constitution is living and breathing.
Right. And we should get together and form a collective.
That was your idea. I don't think that's a good idea.
Melissa Click, the University of Missouri communications professor who was fired, said that she was fired because she was white. She's the one that asked for Muscle to come and remove these students because they didn't like what they had to say. She may not be wrong. It was easier to fire her if she were white. If she were black, it would have been harder, but she's an idiot.
She's not going to win any sort of case or get any money or whatever she's trying to do.
But here we are talking about her, so that's enough.
Yeah, but I don't even know the back. Is that it?
That's all I'm going to say.
Okay, cool.
This is old news. The Northern Mariana Islands, a territory of the United States.
Yeah.
Just they lost a case that they couldn't ban guns.
Right.
So they said, screw you. What we're going to do then is we're going to charge everybody a $1,000 tax on any gun that they buy. And then we'll implement, you can only buy certain kinds, certain calibers, and that's it.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's good because
they're going to be sued because it's unconstitutional.
You only want rich people to have guns anyway.
Right. And
so I think it's a good idea.
And the gun can only be used in self-defense. You can't target shoot, I guess. You can't use it for hunting or anything else. It can only be used for self-defense.
Because you don't want people to be well-trained.
Well, not only that, but what they're saying is, if you do get a gun for $1,000, don't kill anybody with them. Because murder is against the law.
It is?
So if you're only going to use your gun, be sure to use it for self-defense.
So this is a territory. It's not a state, right?
It's a
like
territory,
Puerto Rico.
but they're under certain. They're covered by the Constitution.
Yeah, some of it.
Yeah, they do.
Well, some of it. I mean, they're not. They're not exactly represented in. I mean, they are kind of represented, but they don't get a vote.
Right, they don't get
Congress,
a vote. They do.
Right?
They are represented, but
so that's weird.
They can be sued under the U.S. Constitution as a violation.
They can.
So they will be. All right. So moving on. That sucks. Labor unions, right, in California?
Yeah.
$15 an hour. $15 an hour. We want minimum wage raise, except for union employees. We want an exemption.
The unions are saying this, not the employees.
The unions are saying this. And what we want to do is that anybody that's under a union contract doesn't have to have the $15 minimum wage, because then if employers hire union employees, they can pay them less, and therefore we'll get more members in our union, get more dues, and become more powerful and more influential.
Which is interesting, because exactly what they're saying is the argument for lowering taxes.
Explain.
The way to create higher tax revenue is to lower taxes, business taxes, things like that, because more people will participate, people will spend more money, more tax money will be generated. It's exactly what they're saying. Lower wage, more people will be paying dues, because you'll have more people playing the game.
It benefits the union, not the employee.
Oh, absolutely. Right, which is a little different with taxes.
So it's a loophole, right?
Well, they want it written into the law. They
Employers,
don't want it to be
with collective bargaining agreements, can sidestep that wage hike and pay their employees.
Not a loophole.
Pay pay them less.
It's not a loophole.
No, they want to make
the law.
They want to make it the law.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I
probably
was driving around the Lansing area, the state capital of Michigan, in the United States, and there was some construction going on. There were a couple of guys there actually working construction, and then there were a lot of guys standing on the sidewalk, walking in a circle, holding picket signs,
yeah,
whatever, saying this job site doesn't pay area wages,
yeah.
Right? And I'm just wondering, and I don't want to get in trouble for this, but is it weird of me to get kind of annoyed when I see that sort of thing and think to myself, if your employer doesn't pay standard wages and you're worth standard wages, why don't you go somewhere that pays standard wages? Is that weird? Is that wrong? Am I mean?
I think you're mean.
Well, because of that or just in general?
I think what we need to do is form a collective.
Yeah, and everybody owns everything and nothing at the same time. We all share. You get what you need, right?
And everybody will be happy.
Yeah. No, but really, I see that sort of thing, and it's just frustrating because if I know that I'm worth a certain amount of money, then I had better know that another company will be willing to pay me that amount of money. Otherwise, I'm not worth it, right? And I would go to that other company if that's what I cared about.
I suppose, but are you paid more than what you're worth, Nate?
I'm paid exactly what I'm worth, apparently,
Are you?
To my current employer.
Okay. And you're happy with that? You feel that you're being compensated exactly what you're worth?
Well, you talking total compensation or just
I'm
salary or what?
Everything,
right?
total
Because
compensation. You are totally happy with what you get for the work that you do.
I think you're going down a trail that's not exactly the same
I'm asking
thing,
you a
right?
question.
I'm not refusing to do my work.
No, I didn't say that. I'm saying that are you exactly happy with what you get compensated for your knowledge?
No, not
Okay.
necessarily.
So why don't you go somewhere else?
Because I like where I'm at and I want to be there. Everything added up
Okay.
means this is where I want to be.
So you are
And
satisfied where you're at.
I'm satisfied. What I
Okay.
do, though, is I work hard and I show the employer that I'm worth more or whatever it is.
Or at least equal to
Equal to what?
what you get compensated.
Well, I need to do that for sure if I want a job tomorrow.
No, I know, but I mean your employer feels that, you are getting adequate compensation, and you do too.
Yeah. Well, sure.
Okay. All right.
I don't understand your point.
I'm sure
I'm not
some of the
standing on a sidewalk
viewers
saying
will.
instead of going somewhere else, I'm not going to do my work. I'm going to demand that you pay me more instead of going next door, who will pay me more.
I just
Right, especially
think-
when your argument is
think-
other companies are paying more.
yeah, maybe. But those other companies have a full entourage of employees.
Then
They're
I
not
guess you're
hiring.
not. Then I guess you're not really worth that.
No,
right? If you can't get
because
somebody to hire you for that, then that's not what you're worth
that's
in the
not-
market.
That's not true at all.
It's not.
No.
How is that not true?
Because there's 100 million people that work more and harder than you that are filling those jobs.
Right.
And you may be worth every cent that they get, but there's not an opening for you.
So to every other company, you're worth zero then.
Right.
If they don't need you, you're not worth anything to them.
Right. And that's the case. Yeah.
Okay.
But you may feel that you're not
of
paying
course.
enough.
Well, sure, you can
Okay.
feel whatever you want.
Right.
That's my point.
Well, that's what they have feels.
I know, and they were expressing them with signs.
They feels.
It was nice.
All right. What do you think of this? Now,
I think you've got 45 seconds, so get on.
Are
it.
you kidding? I can't do it in 45 seconds.
So we'll do it in 44 then.
Seattle, Washington passed an ordinance that allows garbage men to go through your garbage and write fines, apparently, if you have too much food waste or you're throwing away recyclable goods. If you have a certain amount that's
Remind
in
me
excess.
to tell you a story about this
And
off
even
the air.
even the Washington Supreme Court said that you need a warrant to go through people's garbage. That's what the Washington Supreme Court said.
I don't know about that.
Right, and that's where I said
I mean,
had this discussion.
until when? When you once it goes into the garbage truck?
I don't know, and that's where I wanted to have the discussion, but we don't have time.
Well, I mean, we have 10, 5, 4,
2,
4,
1,
3.
3. And so we're what?
I don't know. Did we start late though?
We started a little
Like, how
late.
late? What? How did that dog?
30
get you?
seconds late.
Pet that dog.
I don't know.
30 seconds?
Yeah, that's it.
Are you serious?
Yeah, we started 30 seconds late.
Can someone tell us? Someone send us a message. And
No,
tell us
so it'll take 30 seconds for them to do that.
why. All right.
We'll be off the air
It's
by
fine.
then.
See you next week.
All right. Bye-bye.